Have you been feeling like something is different lately, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? Perhaps you've noticed subtle changes in your energy, emotions, or physical sensations that seem to have no logical explanation. Maybe you've been waking up at strange hours or finding that your usual comfort foods suddenly taste foreign. What if these aren't random occurrences, but evidence that you're already undergoing one of the most profound energetic transformations of the year, the pre-solstice awakening? The solstice isn't just an astronomical event, it's a cosmic doorway that begins opening weeks before the official date arrives. If you're sensitive to energy, you've already begun responding to its call. The solstice operates according to its own mysterious timeline, sending out energetic ripples that sensitive individuals detect long before the mainstream world takes notice. Right now, whether you realize it or not, you may be one of the early receivers of this cosmic transmission. Your body, mind, and spirit are being carefully prepared for an energetic shift that will fundamentally alter how you perceive reality and connect with deeper mysteries. The shift you've been waiting for isn't coming in the future. It's happening right now, and it's happening through you. The flickering switch. Understanding. Solstice sparks. One moment you feel absolutely invincible. Bold, clear, radiating with supernatural certainty. You're convinced you can conquer anything, as if the universe itself is channeling power directly through your being. Then, without warning, that feeling evaporates completely. This isn't confusion, this is a solstice spark. Your soul's ignition system is testing itself before full activation occurs. Each burst of clarity represents a brief window where your solstice-aligned self breaks through everyday consciousness. These are previews of the person you're becoming. The silence that follows isn't failure, it's integration time. Your system needs moments of stillness to process and anchor the new frequencies you've accessed. Each spark indicates that something within you is already synchronizing with the incoming energetic tide. The sacred pause. Navigating spiritual stasis. You've probably noticed a peculiar paradox. Your mind feels hyperactive while your body seems frozen in place. You're simultaneously wired and exhausted, energized and immobilized. This isn't procrastination. You're experiencing a spiritual holding pattern. This pre-solstice energy creates a system check for stillness that allows deeper recalibrations to occur. The energetic environment is too powerful to navigate unconsciously. Every hasty action would miss the mark, failing to align with the frequencies you're being prepared to access. You might start tasks only to abandon them, pick up your phone, and forget why. Or feel like you should be doing something important but have no clear sense of what. This stillness before alignment isn't stagnation, it's sacred tension. The universe is saying, hold perfectly still while I recalibrate something essential within you. Soon, that internal lock will release, and all stored potential energy will transform into unstoppable motion. Emotional amplification. When everything feels too much. Your emotional sensitivity has been turned to maximum volume. The smallest inconveniences feel like personal attacks. Coffee spills threaten tears. A delayed response spirals into emotional crisis. Traffic noise, breathing sounds, everything feels amplified beyond tolerance. You're not losing stability. Your sensitivity dial has been intentionally turned up because we're in a compression phase. Your emotional system responds to everything as if it matters cosmically, and energetically it does. Think of your responses as sonar, detecting subtleties your conscious mind hasn't registered. This isn't weakness, it's an upgrade. Your inner world receives signals before your logical mind can filter them. Don't confuse heightened sensitivity with fragility. You're being fine-tuned, and when any instrument is in tuning mode, everything resonates more loudly. Peripheral visions. Messages from the edge. You've been catching glimpses of something that shouldn't be there. Flickers in peripheral vision, ripples of movement, shimmers that vanish when you turn to focus. You're not imagining things. This is sideways transmission. The veil between seen and unseen realms is thinning, becoming permeable enough for information fragments to slip through. These messages never arrive directly. They come from perception's edge, where your logical mind tries to dismiss them as imagination. Your energetic awareness knows better. You're catching communications encoded in movement and presence rather than words. These brief, incomplete moments aren't meant to provide full revelations. They're teasers from another reality layer, pulling your attention sideways so consciousness asks, "What else am I not seeing?" Sometimes your soul perceives what your eyes are learning to believe. These glimpses remind you that your perceptual abilities are expanding. When something arrives from awareness's edge, it often means your reality center is preparing to shift significantly. The 3 a.m. download midnight activations. Your eyes snap open at exactly 3 a.m., fully alert despite no logical cause for wakefulness. No dream, no sound. Just an undeniable sense of presence. Your room is quiet. Your body isn't tired, but your mind is wide awake, not racing, just aware, receptive, waiting. This isn't insomnia, it's solstice activation time. Your subconscious is far more attuned to these frequencies than waking consciousness. The veil becomes more porous during pre-dawn hours, and energetically sensitive people synchronize with rhythms transcending ordinary day-night cycles. During these hours, your body undergoes subtle but profound adjustments. Energetic pathways realign, emotional circuits reconfigure, intuitive channels rebalance. Many describe feeling watched, not by something external, but as if their higher self sits across the room, patiently holding space while crucial upgrades run. This 3 a.m. window is a download period when you access frequencies normally muted during daylight. Don't force yourself back to sleep. This is listening time, allowing whatever wants to emerge to flow through awareness. Emotional weather. Carrying feelings that aren't yours. Grief washes over you with no story attached. Joy bubbles up while walking to the store with no identifiable source. Crushing nostalgia hits while doing nothing, mourning something you can't name. These aren't signs of emotional imbalance. You're tapping into emotional weather. The solstice corridor thins boundaries between individual and collective feeling. You're absorbing signals from the collective field, shared emotional tides washing through human experience. These currents flow through your system, sometimes gently, sometimes overwhelmingly. The feelings often have no source in your personal life because they're not originating from individual circumstances. They emanate from the energy grid connecting all conscious beings. The most sensitive individuals serve as antennas, receivers, early translators for collective emotional waves. Your system is expanding to accommodate more bandwidth, more collective pulse. You might feel things before they happen, grieving before difficult news, experiencing sudden love waves before unexpected messages. These aren't coincidences, they're evidence of emotional entrainment with collective rhythm. Physical gateways. When your hands and feet come alive, you feel it again. Subtle buzzing, gentle prickling, strange static pulsing in your palms, perhaps mysterious icy pressure around your ankles, or magnetic sensations making fingertips feel like they're holding something invisible. These aren't random nerve responses. Your energetic system is coming online. Hands and feet serve as primary entry points where subtle frequencies and spiritual energy flow into physical form. When something as powerful as the solstice approaches, these gateways begin awakening early, testing their capacity to receive incoming energetic waves. You're being prepared. Your system runs diagnostics on energy flow, ensuring pathways are clear. When the solstice wave arrives, it will surge through these entry points with considerable force. If your gates are activated, you'll harness this surge for transformation. These sensations correspond with energetic body movements, shifts in life force flow, adjustments in how spiritual electricity grounds in physical form. Your extremities function as antennae, buzzing because something significant circles your energy field, waiting to be received. Dream communications, messages from the unconscious. Even when you can't remember details, the dream remembers you. You wake with racing heart, body saturated with meaning you can't articulate. The dream content may slip away, but the feeling remains. Something crucial was communicated. Dreams during pre-solstice become communication channels between conscious awareness and deeper cosmic information currents. The dreamscape transforms, becoming simultaneously darker and brighter, more symbolic and literal. Sometimes your waking mind isn't ready for direct transmissions, so messages arrive softly through symbolic language. You might visit unfamiliar places that somehow feel recognizable, meet unknown people you feel deeply connected to, or wake with knowledge rather than memory. Understanding absorbed directly into your core. Dreams become energy's native language, spoken clearest when ego sleeps and deeper wisdom receives without interference. The approaching presence, sensing what's coming. There's a sensation difficult to name but impossible to ignore. Not exactly anticipation, not quite dread, but something hovering between. Like knowing someone is about to enter a room without hearing footsteps. This persistent sense of looming has been building, subtle like emotional barometric pressure. The soul recognizes significant temporal moments before the mind categorizes them. The solstice approaches like a shift in Earth's breathing pattern, gradual but inexorable, magnetic in pull. This gravitational effect begins weeks early, slowly dragging energy, memory, and awareness into new configurations. You feel tension increasing before the impact because it's gathering weight, speed, momentum. That hovering sensation isn't imagination. It's resonance. Your energy field detecting slow motion transformation that hasn't manifested but is already reshaping everything around it. Your internal compass registers this approach even when you can't name what's coming. This year's solstice is woven into a broader energetic pattern, rewriting how people experience reality itself. Conclusion: embracing the transformation. If you've recognized yourself in these descriptions, know that you're part of a collective awakening unfolding in stages. The pre-solstice period isn't waiting time, it's active preparation, conscious participation in your evolution. Every strange sensation, emotional wave, and moment of clarity is part of a carefully orchestrated process expanding your capacity for the extraordinary. Trust the process, even when overwhelming. Your system knows what it's doing. The person you're becoming will have access to awareness, creativity, and spiritual connection your current self can barely imagine. The solstice approaches, and you're being prepared to meet it as a fully activated agent of emerging reality. Everything you're experiencing now is making you ready for what's coming next.